This is where it begins.
Welcome back to Premier League Golf, The Journey to Scratch. I am down in the trenches in Season 1, Division 10, with 1 game and 1 win on the board. Every season I am fighting for promotion, where I need 7 points to be promoted into the next division. I currently have 3 points. There are 5 matches in a season. If I break 82, I'm going to get 3 points. If I hit it on the nose, I will get 1 point. And if I shoot any score above that, it is a big fat 0. Today, I'll be playing at Crondon Park, my home course. It is a par 72. It has 5 par 5s, 5 par 3s, with the rest 4s. It is a tricky track, and there is not much room for error at any point. We are teeing up with match number 2 of Division 10. Let's see if I can get another win on the board. Hole 1 is a par 4 at 400 yards. It's downhill and then back uphill with a slight dogleg to the left. Best one I've hit in a while on this opening hole. About 177 yards into the flag now. Uphill, back flag. Anywhere in front of that flag will be ideal. Just ever so slightly to the left. Oh wow, it's gone long. That was pretty clean. It's a little bit over the back, which isn't ideal, but a little up and down. Try and get away with par on this first hole here. Somewhere about there. Catch that slope. Oh, I've left myself a really tricky putt. Oh my god. Tiny bit right to left, back up the hill. Hopefully don't do the classic now, get this one halfway because it's so quick the other way. Alright, yeah. Absolutely dead straight. Well, standard 6 on the first. Usually it's 6 because I'm out of bounds left or in the trees right. Hit a good tee shot, still make 6. Me and this first hole. Anyhow, we move. Well, what a disastrous first hole in the end. I didn't realise we was out here playing Shinnecock, but after a nice free stab, we have a chance to make one back here. It's a short par 4. Personally, I think it's the easiest par 4, or easiest hole on the course. It's about 300 to the front. Not sure we can get there. You have to navigate some bunkers and some undulations there, but we can certainly get close and maybe make an up and down. So, chance to make one back here. Need it. It's a good strike. Alright, a nice drive down here. We managed to avoid the bunker, avoid like loads of the undulations. It's going to be a little flick with the lob wedge. Annoyingly, this pin is in a difficult position again because it all goes up and then it goes down a hump and the flag's like 2 yards behind that hump. So again, it's just going to be real touch on this one and hope that it ends up nestling a little bit close, just slightly to the right of the flag. Get up, get up. Oh, didn't quite move as much as what I think. So still got it about 2 cups out on the right hand side. As I say, just get it started. Should feed in there. Well, I've done the same thing. Yeah, no damage done. Annoying not to make one back there though. But good news is we have another chance now on the shortest par 5 on the course. So feel like a little bit missed chance on that last hole, but we are still 2 over, third hole.
This one is another birdie chance, but it is probably one of the most narrow fairways out here. So as long as we keep the ball in play, we should be able to get home in 2. Maybe, you never know, have a look at an eagle. But worst case, kind of 2-putt. But first things first, we have to keep that ball in play. Par 5, 479 yards. That's leaking a little bit out to right hand side there. That a birdie chance turns into a let's do well and save par here. We are in bounds. We're on a path. I think technically we could probably relieve it somewhat, but I think that would end up in a worse lie. So just going to play it as it is. Basically, just punch it out, get a little bit closer. Don't hit any trees. One aim, don't hit any trees. Yeah. That should be just perfect. We're still alive. Middle flag, about 180 yards up there. The greens are still pretty slick and firm. So 7-iron in hand. Just got to hit a good shot here. Give ourselves a look. It's a little bit slappy, but it's not the worst line. Kick right. All right, straight. Yeah, we'll take a straight kick. 50 foot for the birdie here. Quite a long putt. Go. Tidy up for a par on what's been a pretty average hole. And it doesn't move whatsoever. Dead straight. Everything pretty sloppy about that hole. Start to finish, talking about eagles. Double that. Bogey. Feel like letting myself down around the greens a bit today. The first kind of breaking scratch series named TBC. We filmed the heater, the putter and the chipping was on a bit of a heater. It's a little bit sloppy this morning, so just need to tighten that up. Anyhow, we're on hole number 4. It's a par 3. It's downhill. There's water in front. It's playing about 150 yards. Should be just a nice standard stock 9-iron. Flag is a nice one. It's kind of middle, slightly to the right, as you'll see, but just going to aim a couple of yards to the left. It's a great strike. Be the club today. Yes. Come on, let's go make one back. 11, 12 feet here for the birdie. Uphill, ever so slightly off the right. Time to put a good roll on it, make one back. Oh my God. 3 over through 4, onto the 5th hole, the hardest hole on the course. There's water up there, there's a bunker to avoid. It's basically the perfect 3-iron, but then you've still got a long approach into quite a thin green. 425 yards, stroke index 1, couple of good strikes. It's another perfect tee shot, right down the middle, just over that brow of the hill and down she runs. Yeah, great start. And for the old boys to clear the stage, freshly prepped area.
Now early, get it done.
Several hours later.
Okay, stage is just about ready for us, freshly prepped. Let's see if we can land on the dance floor. It is a back flag. It's 190 odd yards, playing a few uphill, and you just don't want to go long here. It's a filthy chip coming back down, and that's if you're not basically in the bush at the back. So we're going to take the 6-iron. We have been striking it well. This should hopefully hit the front and roll up, best case. the miss here will obviously be short, and we'll just have to accept that maybe brings the bunker into play, but we just cannot risk going long. So 6 iron in hand, about 195 yards. Time to hit another good one. Oh, it's absolutely pured. It's pushed a little bit right, just cover that bunker. Oh, it's hit the mound and had a horrible kick right and left. Probably going to be a little bit better than being long left there, but I mean, it's a cracking strike. Just a little bit unlucky on the bounce. Going to need an up and down here. It's a little bit more steady than our first episode, isn't it? I think by this time, first round, we'd basically clicked off the entire golf scoring system bingo card. We had a couple of birdies, a couple of, maybe even a triple, a double, basically everything. Kind of, it's always stressful, or not stressful, it's frustrating, isn't it? When you don't have loads and loads of shots to play with and you get off to a bad start on the first. That was even after a good tee shot, which we spoke about earlier, so that's frustrating. But
thanks for being with us. If there's any college kids watching,
ball striking's been really nice, actually. Really happy with that. I think the swing's looking a little bit better, which is great. It's just, as he says, approaching another chip shot, just trying to guess what these greens are doing at the moment. You know, it's partly a weakness of my game anyhow, something that needs to be improved as we go on this kind of scratch journey. But I mean, to give myself a little bit of credit, I feel like I'm hitting the spots I want to, and predicting these greens right now with the weather, the rain, the fact it's greens maintenance week and they're sanded, they're holotined, punched, this, that and the other. It's just, you're just not sure what you're getting, so it makes tough greens even tougher. But overall, the ball striking's good. We need to obviously rescue a par here with an up and down, and then we'll see. Oh, it's just bounced into that hill. All right, got another testing putt, but we're coming close with these chips, just not quite getting them exactly. And he's missed another one an inch outright. Oh, man, as I said, those up and downs, those chips, and I guess the putts are killing me at the moment. 4 over. Hole 6, par 5. Just the 570 yards into the middle of the green. It's one of those, especially in these conditions where it's a little bit damper and heavier in the air today, that best drive and best 3 iron probably still doesn't make the distance. So we take that all out of play. Going with 5 iron should open up the second shot, and if we make birdie, we'll have to do it the old-fashioned way with the old wedge in. So 5 iron should roll out 200 yards, make sure that there's no, just waiting for the area to clear, should mean there's no kind of trouble in play with this club. Good strike, could rather be a little bit further left there, but again, as I say, that's the play. That should give us enough room to get down there and really attack that third shot. There's the face of a guy who's contemplating whether he tries to get as close as possible with a 3-wood, or you stick to the game plan. I'm going to be sensible, stick to the game plan. As I say, we're down here 190 yards, just in the kind of first cut of rough, but now the course is, or the hole's kind of opened up, it's not as much trouble in play. We've taken everything out. It's definitely the sensible play. You're just really taking an easy, well, taking your chances of making a bogey and a double out, or minimizing it, but you're also doing the same thing with birdie. So another one of those holes, get through it with a par, move on. Anyhow, just the 390 yards still into the green, 3 iron in hand, somewhere straight and long down there. Ah, melted. I think I could have caught that one better. Big bounce. Okay, lovely 3 iron down there. Fortunately, that promise of a wedge in my hand is going to be a 9 iron instead. ever so slightly into breeze. We've got about 148 yards, which I'm hoping the breeze is soft enough that this 9-iron, which usually goes 150 yards, comes up just short. Green's kind of back to front, so don't want to be long of it if you want the best chance of birdie. So hoping this comes up just a little bit short. Need to hit a nice 9-iron in there. Right, it's bang on line. Do the number. Oh, yes. Oh, nice shot in there. Pitched about a yard from the flag. Unfortunately, the only bad thing, I mean, when you hit it 150 yards to 8 foot, can't really complain too much, but as I spoke about, we've got another kind of slippery downhill putt, which, as we already know, been a little bit difficult for me to judge today. But this one's off the right, 8 foot, all about getting that pace right. A real good look at securing the first birdie here. Turn, catch it. There we go. Finally, one on the card. Let's pop that into the old watch. Said it minimises the chance of birdies, but it's definitely the safe play, that one. Just take the big score out of the equation. Through 6, back to 3 over. The golf isn't too bad. Just keep it going. Nice to make a birdie on that last one. 3 over. Not going too badly, all things considered. On to hole 7. It is about 147 yards. The pin's in the back left, which isn't ideal. It's a little bit hard to access, so we're going to be aiming slightly right. And with that wind, my 9-iron goes over the back, but I think it's going to neutralise it. And the thing I don't want to do is take a pitching wedge, get hit by a big gust, which is now coming in, and end up really short. So again, you don't want to be long here. You're going to be left with a really difficult chip, and I don't think we will be, but I definitely feel that it's better to be long than safe. So I'm going to aim slightly to the right as well, just towards that next tee marker up there. 9-iron in hand. Need to put another good strike on this one. Ah, it's a cracking strike. Little bit right, which is what we played for, so we'll have to accept that. Horrible length. Go on then. That's what happens when you hit the green and give yourself chances and be confident with it. 2 in a row. Let's go. Come on. Better roll. Well, back-to-back birds. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? What? Back to 2 over now. So, redeemed ourselves slightly with a couple of nice rolls there. Obviously, that one's always a nice outside chance, but at least if you get it there, you give yourself that chance. We are on hole 8. It's about stroke index 3. Dogleg left. Definitely don't want to do what we did last time, which is hit a triple here. So, keep the ball in bounds, first and foremost. There's a nice Oban tree. Oban, how fancy. Oban tree down in the bottom. Going to be aiming for that. If you can't see it, there's a big tree and a bunker somewhere between them. Ah, it's gone right, but it is not out of bounds. Keep going right. Might have a little something to deal with here. Hopefully it's far enough out there that we've got an angle, but as I say, the ball striking has been good and it's continued to be good, and that's how we set up a couple of birdie looks on the last 2 holes. Kind of the work that I've already started doing as part of the training to the scratch journey starting to pay off there. Tidy up that short game. You know, we could be on to something. It's the thing that's really let me down, but as I say, a couple of putts got away at the start, not great. Got but made up for it on those last couple. Got 2 more holes to play to complete the front 9. We're 2 over, which is a great score for the level of golf we've been playing lately. So yeah, hopefully get on safely aboard here, and then we've got a par 5 to finish, and we'll see if we can even make 1 more birdie for you. So yeah, let's go get it. We've got the ball, and it's not in the best position, but you know, we're here for a bit of YouTube golf, so we have an interesting shot to take on. We've got a tree about 30 yards hanging down. It's going to have to be the 3-iron punch of my life. The flag's about 190 yards away, so I think the attempted stinger I'm about to play, I'm not sure it gets there, but as long as we keep it online and get it through those trees, it may just run up to the front of the green and we can make our par and get out of here after an errant tee shot. But yes, something interesting is coming up. It's either going to be a shot of my life, or it's going to write off the last 2 holes of good work. So, right, low and through those trees, just not so low it hits that stump there. Well, that is not the gap I was aiming for, but somehow it's gotten through. Okay, position K has been upgraded to position V here. There's a gap under trees, I can't bump it because, well, it's at a 30-degree angle. Big tree, but given I've got 60 degree in my hand, it's about to become about 90 degree with this slope here. So I think I just full crack this. Plays about 50 yards away, full crack with this, and it should, if my maths are right, just about land somewhere near the hole. Give it a whack and find out. And land. It's marginally left to right here. Got a little bit of a sprinkler head situation going on here. Yeah, it's going to go over. So 2 club lengths. We're going to do it the YouTube way. No closer to the hole. There
are 3 ways to make a living in this business. Be first, be smarter, or cheat.
Right. Probably a slightly flatter lie now. Again, still off the right marginally. About 30 foot to save the par of my life. Turn. Oh! It turned too much. Oh, it's burnt the edge. Oh, what a par that would have been. Well, I'm not sure I hit one good shot. Well, actually, that one was pretty good. Very bad tee shot. Position K quickly become position V. And unlucky not to get the par in the end. Take the bogey. You go back to 3 over. Par 5 come in. See if we can make it back. After some solid golf, a little bit of a mess on that hole, but I mean, entertaining at least, right? Back to 3 over par. We're on to the last hole of this 9. It's a par 5. It's now into a bit of breeze. Driver just brings the ditch into play, which runs across at about 300 yards. So, been hitting a 3-iron well. Going to go with that. Just a layup. Hopefully, get in the perfect position to be able to get home in 2, but it really has to be a precise one. If not, we go old school. We make another birdie with a wedge in. It's been pushed out to the right there. Seen it bounce, it's all right, but definitely won't be getting home in 2 from there. We have to do it the old-fashioned way. I haven't been in this bunker many times. I don't like being in it. It's only gone 187 yards. We have a ditch to contend with, a bunker to get out of, and 315 yards still to go. So 5 iron in hand. Just wait for him to clear out the way. Clear the lip, over the ditch. That's not over the ditch, hopefully it's short. Oh, fade. Oh, it's a cracking strike, it's just not fading enough. Or quite long enough, I don't think. Up and down to safe path. Splash this one out. Oh, sit. Damn. Difficult putt to finish. Get up, get up. Go on then, go on then. Oh, how many times? Another edge burned. In for the 6, which makes that 4 over par through 9. Solid ball striking for the most part. Welcome to the back 9, hole 10. We are currently 4 over par. We've got 5 shots to play with to secure a win, so same on front 9 will be just fine here. 6 shots if we're going to take a point, but we don't want that. We're going for glory. Try and get 6 out of 6 points on the board. Hole 10, par 4, uphill, dogleg left, 415 yards, 3 iron in hand. Let's get it. I would say something about the shot, only I didn't see that. Not the best tee shot there, pulled it left sort of into the rough between this and the first. Got 180 yards to the green still, so I'm not going to be able to get anything there and over these trees, so priority 1, clear these trees, wedge in hand, try and make an up and down. Yeah, something simple just like that. You have a bit of an angle to work back into that back left flag up there. Back in play. Plenty of green to work with here. Flag is 63 yards away, tucked right in the back corner. Luckily I'm out this side. Lob wedge in hand, try and stick it close. Straight on that drainage channel. Lazy, not going to move that. Go a little. Go a bit more. Alright, not my best work, but certainly not the worst. About 30 foot safe par here, uphill, off the left hand side. Try and put a good roll on this one. Uphill, dead straight. Alright, tap in for the bogey. Not the best start to the back 9, but I have certainly done worse than that. Takes us to 5 over through 10. Still on pace, but try and get a par straight back on the board here. Par 3 coming up. Eleventh hole, par 3, slightly uphill. Got a front flag which is about 154 yards away, ever so slight breeze into. Main danger is that bunker. Got 8 iron in hand, which if anything should be a little bit long, but as I say, want to take that bunker out of play. Good strike, a little bit right of it. I didn't see it bounce, which usually means that's straight in the bunker. Thought it would have cleared, but that, after taking the bunker out of play, put the bunker straight in play. The one thing I didn't want to do, come in the bunker, and here I am, slap bang in the middle of it. Probably tried to take a little bit too much off of that 8 iron. Probably a full one. That wind's probably a bit swirly up there. It wasn't the worst strike. Anyhow, got about 20-yard bunker shot now. Let's hopefully nestle this one somewhere on the green. Go, go. Just needed to carry touch further. Took a couple of hops in the fringe, but all told, that is not too bad. We got about 8-9 foot, maybe to save par.
Keeps going and going and going and going. Nothing outlasting.
Oh! Yes! Let's get that string there. Got about 11 or 12 feet here. I think it goes a little bit left, a little bit right. Maybe even one hop in there. Gonna play it on the right edge. Just like that. Great up and down. 1 over through back 9. Still 5 over through 11. And we're on pace. My favourite hole coming up. Hole 12, par 4. Gentle dogleg to the right. Tree line both sides, but it's about as narrow as the tree lines get out here. There's no real hazards. Apart from that bunker, which shouldn't be an issue to carry at about 220 yards. Big stick in hand. Good drive needed. And that is a good drive. Just fading ever so slightly back towards the left edge of the fairway. Hopefully gets a nice kick in there as well. 75 yards into a front pin. Lob wedge in hand. Try to knock this one nice and close. Just enough wiggle room there with the tree. Oh, just clipped that tree, but hopefully it hasn't taken too much off of it. Get up, big bounce. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Yeah, that isn't too bad. Little uphill putt, probably looks around 6 feet or so. First good look at birdie on this back 9. Got about 6 foot of a bird here. It feels like it's marginally left to right. Hole 13, par 5, second hardest hole on the course. If it's a back pin, it's about 600 yards, middle 585. Tight tee shot. After that drive, I may be getting a little bit cocky by trying to hit driver here, but I'm going to do it anyhow. Feeling good with it at the moment. So, luckily, we're at 300 down here. Managed to avoid the hazard, which I thought it would when it was coming down. And we're in a very, very bare patch, which, if you just come over here a little bit, you will see that this isn't Cheating Tips 101. There is a blue line that goes all the way around here. So, nearest point of relief should be somewhere around here from where the ball is.
If you must cheat, cheat death.
1 club length. Drop, the ball's in play. Still not in a great position, but just so that there's no qualms over that. And now we have a decision. Do we punch this up as far as we possibly can through the trees, or just play it safe? Be safe, Matt. Make better decisions. Make better decisions. Right. Not going for the Hollywood through the gap here, which would get me closer to the green. I think I could probably hit that most times, but don't need to write off a round because I'll still be hitting a third shot into the green. So I'm just going to punch it, I don't know, 70 yards up there, get close enough and wide enough to have a good angle into the green. Oh man, that is looked heavenly. All right, 6 on the card. As I say, nothing like finishing up a real solid birdie with a real scrappy bogey. But if I play a hole like that and still can scrape the bogey, it's not the worst thing going. Back to level par. No, back to 1 over through back 9. 5 over overall. Still well on pace. Let's just get back to striking the ball nicely. Don't like that. This is one of those holes where it always swirls. Like, you stand here and you feel nothing, but then you go down, the hole's downhill, you go down there and all of a sudden the wind hits you. It just seems to be such a dead spot here. So, should have paid more attention on the last hole. It's 153 yards downhill. It's got a big old pond in front of it. If I wanted to absolutely maximise my chance of a hole in one, I think I would go with a pitching wedge, but anything not absolutely completely flush there is going to bring that pond into play. So, got 9 iron in hand. If anything, this would probably push a little bit long with that wind, but good strike needed nevertheless. Hit it straight into the sun, but it went off straight. Should hopefully be there or thereabouts. It's just on the left side. Distance control at a premium here. Get. Not the worst, all things considered. Left a little bit of a knee knocker for a tidy up here. Oh, someone went close. Yeah, so I 3-putted and deleted the footage. Or my shoddy cameraman accidentally stopped recording. Believe what you want. Your decision.
He deleted the footage, and then he hit me.
Annoying 3-putt, but strong mental game. We don't dwell on those things. You've got a nice risk-reward hole, dog leg to the left, like almost 90 degrees. Can just take a mid-iron, hit a wedge in, but I'm going to try something I haven't done for a while, where it's firming up. Like, if I'm taking driver going across these trees, it's like landing on concrete. It's almost going past the green. So I'm going to try and hit this across the corner. Not cut off quite as much, but I think 3-wood with these conditions should be just fine. I think you need to cover about 230, so it needs to be a good strike. But you can go with 3-wood, cut the corner, hopefully leave it myself with just a little flick in. Fading back, so there's a bunker down there. It's probably going to be ever so slightly right of that. Great strike. It's just moved away from the flag there. So I hit a great tee shot. I managed to find my way kind of almost between these bunkers and got a clear line at that flag, which is about 35 yards away. one day we will up and invest into the quality of this. We'll have a nice drone shot and see exactly where the ball comes down, because I feel like at the moment you're kind of at the mercy of wherever it lands. But anyhow, it's almost rolled through to 300 yards, about 292 here. Little wedge in hand, not the best lie. Well, the lie is actually all right. It's not the best stance. Little bit of a baseball swing here. Hopefully, this lands about 5 yards short. Should trundle up there just nicely. Lob wedge in hand. Stop, stop, stop. Yeah, I feel like maybe it deserved a little better, but out of that kind of stance. But we have a good look at birdie. Probably about 5-6 feet there. Worst case, should be a tap-in par, which will be nice after that. Yeah, definitely not still thinking about it. So I think it's ever so slightly off the right real early, and then just straightens up for the rest of it. So a good look for the bird. Oh, it is a good roll. End over end, it just never got going right at the start there. But as I said, always nice to make a tap-in par. Difficult lie there. I feel like we didn't capitalise on an unbelievable tee shot, but another par. 3 holes to play, 3 shots to play with. Bang on track for another 3 points. Hole 16, 366 yards, straight uphill, straight away. With this club, as long as I hit it reasonably straight, there should be no danger. Should be left with a small iron into a green. Difficult hole to make a birdie on, but a par shouldn't be too much stress with a decent tee shot. That's all we need. Get a par. Not my best work off the tee. That's why we take 3 iron. Hey. Trouble out of play even with a shoddy strike. Alright, 179 yards, back flag, uphill. Good strike needed. Hold that one a little bit left. There's a bunker there, but that should cover it. Just bounce right. It has bounced right. Stop. Moved quite a bit. Started end over end, but as advertised, or requested, should I say, tap-in par. That is, we take the 3 iron off the tee, don't get ourselves in too much trouble. On to hole 17.
Sand, like a root zone, yeah. So it's 6% sand, yeah, 30% like topsoil, like root zone, and then it was like compost green waste. Yeah, that green waste was quite into it. But it really.
So, are any of the, like, where you get the weed killer and the, like, grass fertiliser in one, are they all right, or are they not great?
Yeah, it's like an additive, so.
The wrong side of the green. It's safely on there. Distance control here, absolutely key. That's a hill. That's fine. Catch it. Go, 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 go. Well, you know what my homework's going to be. Working on some lag putting. Another 3 putt, 3 holes. It's not ideal, but I haven't hit it close enough. But still, 3 putting is always annoying. But that means that we go into the last hole with 2 shots to play with to secure victory. And 6 from 6 points. In Div 10, Break 82, Season 1, Premier League Golf. See you on hole 18. Okay, for those that stuck around, thank you very much. Hole 18, monster to finish. Luckily this one's all downhill. It's about 600 yards off the whites to the middle of a green. But get a good drive away, because it's so firm, so downhill, there is a chance to get home at 2, finish in style. But main thing is, nothing stupid here. Get the points on the board, 2 wins from 2. Be on the cusp of promotion to Div 9. Straight off the bat. Driver in hand. Wow. I think, given my handicap and the score, I can't complain too much. I think I hold myself to kind of high standards, probably beyond what my handicap is, rightfully or wrongfully. So, 7 over, going down the last. Chance to break 80, not just hit the target, is some solid golf. So, all round, pretty good. Swing is just not quite where I want it to be, but it's getting close. But all told, golf for the performance are going from bang on track to go 2 from 2, which is some solid performance, especially out here. So 6 points on the board, hopefully, in a couple minutes' time, and off to a fantastic start. Look forward to ramping up the challenge and sweating a little bit more. But that's golf. I've just had 2 good rounds. It could get tricky real quickly, but yeah, pretty happy. Hopefully everyone's enjoyed it. If you still stuck around, mum, dad, still, drop a like, follow, subscribe, comment down below. But thanks for watching. See if we can finish with a birdie, and we'll see those points totals at the end of Div 10. Lovely drive to finish up here. Just found myself in the right rough, but we've skirted past all the main danger here. Got about 270 yards into my back flag, but I know anything from experience, it's that sometimes you can just get a real big bounce in those kind of stripes on the approach to this. So I'm going to take with 3 iron. Hopefully it gets one of those big bounces. Main thing is a nice strike, but we could maybe have a little look at an eagle to finish here with the right bounce. But obviously the main task is nothing stupid. Get out of here with victory secured. 3 iron in hand, nice strike needed. Oh, that is absolutely melted. It's just come off a little bit too far to the right, but should start to kick down a little bit there. Hopefully get past that tree. Should have a bit of green to work with. Just come out a bit right there. Alright, quality strike up there. Like I said, pushed it, but skirted the whole way round. Not far off the pin high. It's got about 250 yards. Got a nice little lie. Hopefully not standing in that drainage channel. Bunker to carry, shouldn't really be an issue. He's going to be stopping it, so aim to land this just in front of the green. Hopefully have it just trundle back there. Carried a little bit further, but luckily it had a little bit of nip on there. Not a bad effort, just a touch of an overread. Tap in par to finish, which I believe makes me 79. So we have broken 80. 3 over back 9, really solid. And that is 6 points on the board. 3 points from both games, 2 wins. 2 games, 2 wins. 1 point needed from the remaining 3 games. Seal promotion into Div 9. Thanks for watching. See you next time.